Hi guys, I am Tamika with HomeSource Staffing, and today we're going to talk about Arise Virtual Solutions and is it a good fit for you in 2021? Let's get into it. Arise is a platform that companies use to find people like me and you to work from home. These are everyday household names, companies, very popular companies that you have heard of. You will not hear me mention any company names because when you sign up for Arise, you do sign a non disclosure agreement, basically saying you're not disclosing the company names. And if you think about it, companies do not want their customers to know that they have hired people to work from home. So that's kind of why we can't say exactly who the company is. I can tell you that they're going to be people like internet service providers, resorts contract with Arise, fitness companies contract with Arise, retailers, large retailers also contract with Arise. So I want to go over some of the most frequently asked questions that I get about Arise. Okay, so the first one, is Arise legit? Yes, Arise is legit. I have personally been working with them since 2011. I'm not going to go through the entire story in this video. I have a video that I made about a year ago where I rambled on a lot, but I gave you kind of the backstory of how I got started with Arise, how skeptical I was at first, and some steps that I took to make sure that I was not being scammed. If you are interested in watching that video, please click the link below. I'll make sure that I list everything in the description for you. The next two questions kind of go hand in hand, and they are, do I pay for training? And am I paid during my time in training? The answer to the first question is yes, you actually pay for the training course. You pay for the instructor to teach you how to use the systems and the procedure of the client. You're not generally paid during that time. Now, certification courses have gotten significantly shorter since I started back in 2011. It used to be a minimum of 30 days. Now, you can find a course that only lasts for a week. You can find a course that only lasts for 2 weeks, or it can be a 4-week course and they don't pay you the first 2 weeks, but then you go through a earn while you learn phase where you're servicing for part of the day and you're in class for part of the day, and you start getting paid during that phase of the training. So there's a lot of flexibility and it does depend on the client that you choose. Now, all of this information is laid out for you up front before you ever make a decision to choose what client you want to work for. So keep that in mind. You are going to have total control over exactly what client you choose and what options they offer. I also want to mention that classes are much less than they were back even 2, 3 years ago. On the portal at this time, class costs range anywhere between $4.99, with the most expensive class being $89, which is a new in demand client, by the way. So you will find that clients that are in demand that everybody wants and those classes fill up really quickly, those classes are going to be a little bit more expensive. But you will certainly be able to find something in your price point. And I will tell you that most of the certification courses are under $20. Is equipment provided? The answer is no. Arise does not provide equipment to you. So you would kind of need to have an internet provider, not Wi-Fi. So you have to have a cable company where it is hardwired. You also need a telephone line and you're going to need a computer, whether it be a laptop or a desktop that meets Arise's equipment policy requirements. I will link a copy of the equipment policy as well in the description below so that you can see it. And once you sign up on the Arise portal, they also have a PC scan. You'll be able to scan your computer if you already have one and determine if it meets the requirements to service the program. Lastly, you guys want to know, when do I start making the money? And I did talk about this a little bit before when I was talking about taking the certification course, but you start getting paid after training, basically. Some clients do have the earn while you learn. So maybe the last week or two of class, you will start earning some revenue. But once you're finished with your certification course and you have passed, you can choose your own hours, whatever days you like to work, and you will be getting paid. Okay. Again, I have been servicing Arise since 2011. I have been in business with Arise since 2017. I have never personally had a problem with getting paid. I have never personally heard of a problem of getting paid. And I do process payroll for several agents, and we have never had any issues. So you will get your pay. You will get paid on time. It is direct deposit, so you will need a bank account in most cases, depending on the option that you choose. And we'll talk about that next. When getting started with Arise, there are three options to choose from. You can choose to be an IBO, such as myself. This means that you go to your state, you apply for an LLC, and you become your own independent business. You can also work for or with Arise as a sole proprietor. A sole proprietor is basically you do not have your own business, but you don't want to work with another company, so you're kind of just going in it alone. That is an option with Arise now. It was not in the past, but that is something new that they're doing. And lastly, you can choose to partner with another business. I chose to partner with another business when I started. For about 5 years, I worked with or, under another company. I was still my own boss. I still made my own hours. I chose my own clients. A lot of times what happens is that at first people say, oh, I just don't want to be bothered with anyone else. I'm going to go into it alone. They become sole proprietors and then they end up going with another business, primarily because when you're trying to learn the client, you're trying to learn the platform, and you're dealing with the business aspect of it, the payroll, the contracts, the other behind the scenes paperwork that you have to deal with, it becomes overwhelming when you don't know what you're doing. So I am thankful for the time that I had with another IBO while I was learning the platform, and it is something that I truly recommend. If you have decided from this video that you want to give Arise a try and you don't want to go in it alone, you would like to partner with another business while you focus on your clients and let us handle all of the paperwork and everything else, please click the link in the description. It will take you to HomeSource Staffing's website where we are currently accepting new agents. Please also like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, and ask any questions below in the comments. That is going to help me out with future videos. I am going to attempt to be a little more regular, at least not wait a whole nother year to make a video. No, seriously, I am attempting to be more regular. I am going to answer the questions in future videos. So please be sure to leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that everyone has a blessed day. Bye.